That's how I wait for you to talk.
Good evening and welcome to Bullshit Hold Life here. Coming at you from the cold heart of the scorching Mojave Desert. This is the COVID conversation gone so very right. As always, I'm Jacob Colladale, and I'm joined by the dry cough to my chest pain one Patrick Alger. How the fuck are you doing this evening, sir?
Feeling very COVID-y, thank you.
And as always, we are joined by the free to move about the country portion of the show, one Jacob Stewart. How the fuck are you doing this evening, sir?
I'm doing fantastic. Never been better.
Yeah, you're cool. Great. Patrick, how the hell has your fucking quarantine been?
A lot of binge watching TV. Watching all the things we talked about like we should have been doing. Not any Stargate. Sorry, that wasn't on my list. Fucking
Well, now you have 5 seasons of Stargate SG-1 to catch up on.
no. Probably not gonna do it. Like Cobra
Maybe
Kai,
if I get a second monitor.
right? Cobra Kai fucking
My shit.
binged that right as soon as it came out. 1 a.m. I'm like, Cobra Kai, bam. 6 a.m. I'm like, now I can go to sleep.
And my shit doesn't matter, but your shit, no, it's gonna be all important. We're gonna talk about it on the show.
Right? Nobody wants to hear about Stargate.
Fuck you.
right.
There's at least one
other person
I know of.
wants to hear about
One
Stargate.
other person. His name is Dylan. He is an old friend of ours, and he was like, "Oh man, I'd be interested to know if that's still held up."
Did it hold up?
Doesn't, but whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know. He watched it in a very different setting than I think Jacob did.
Yeah,
Right.
That's true.
At the porn store. Because I worked with him at the porn store, and I'd come in after him, and there'd be SG-1 discs just sitting all over the place.
That dude cosplayed SG-1 characters at one point in time. So, Jacob, how's your week been?
It's been interesting. Mom redid her kitchen.
Oh, I know. I saw the pictures. Actually, it looks really fucking good.
Yeah. Her sink sprung a leak, and that's what I was told. And then the next day, I'm like, "Hey, how's it going?" And she's like, "Well, can you come help me lay down flooring and new countertops?" And fuck, it's a surprise. It's the 23rd. Let's redo my kitchen because you have nothing else going on just before Christmas.
Remodel.
And then I watched all the stuff we said we'd talk about except for Cobra Kai. And I made a New Year's resolution. I'm going to get all the episodes out within 2 weeks of recording.
Oh, well, good for you. That's
I know it's not the week that we want, but it's half the time that I've been doing it.
Yeah,
so
that's fine. And one of the things you'll have to do is harass me to get you the files. Like this week is not my responsibility because we're doing this remotely. So it's going to be Patrick getting shit over to you. But
when we can get back together, because you two aren't plague carriers, because you tempted fate last episode.
I did. I really fucking did.
As soon as I came across that, I cracked up so bad. It's like, hey, we don't have it, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, fuck, we did right then when we were talking about it.
Well, it killed me because I'd been watching Letterkenny, and you guys were like, I'm surprised we don't have COVID. And I'm like, well, let's go get COVID right now. Because that's what you two fuckers did.
So to the dear and gentle listener, I obviously, if you haven't figured it out, I work on the road all the time. The last day of my last job before Christmas break, like literally the last moment you could possibly infect me with COVID, I had a student in my class who was COVID positive. And I got the call Monday morning before Christmas, the week before Christmas. Monday morning, week before Christmas, I got the phone call saying, yep, you had a student in your class who was COVID positive. Went in, got a test, and sure enough, I was positive. Now, we had played Dungeons and Dragons over the weekend and done all kinds of fun stuff. So I had infected, at least now that I know of, 2 of my friends, because that's what you do when you have COVID. Plus, I infected my pregnant wife and my daughter. So Patrick and I are both COVID positive, and we've survived it so far. Patrick, what's your COVID experience been?
Just headaches, cough, just cold feeling, just like a bad cold.
Okay.
I didn't lose my
See,
sense of smell or taste like you
not so
did.
I was gonna say not so much headaches or I did get a cough, and the big thing's been a stuffed up nose. That's been my big symptom. But the cough I got a cough for a couple of days. It was light. It was fine. Um, the big symptom for me is I lost my sense of taste. I lost my sense of smell and taste, and it's fucking obnoxious. It's the worst. 110% the worst thing ever. Because I'm a fat kid by nature. So I can't taste or smell fucking anything. I eat nutritional supplement number 5 all the time. Honestly, oftentimes for breakfast, I just don't eat anything because my stomach doesn't need the food and my face doesn't care about the food. So I'll eat like 3 eggs and something for like fucking lunch, and then whatever the family is having for dinner, I'll have like a bastardized version of that. And it's been super helpful. I've dropped a bunch of weight. But yeah, I can taste zero shit. I have eaten raw garlic at this point in time. I've eaten raw horseradish.
You're just testing it.
I
He's
put
a
a fuck ton of chili oil.
ate a pile of dog
Yeah,
shit. Can't taste
just
nothing.
trying to find a fucking line. Like I think I need to order some fucking jalapenos and just fucking eat them on. I didn't even think about like the fact that we're gonna be streaming on video. I
Yeah.
need to like eat something
Yeah.
on video. I'll tell you this. There is feeling, there's like a tactile sensation attached to tasting a thing. Like if you put something sweet in your mouth, part of your tongue has like a response, like a muscular response, which has a feeling to it. Like you feel it on your tongue. And usually that connects to your brain and you taste it all of a sudden. So the taste really overwhelms that feeling, but like flavor has a tactile, like a feeling component. So it's weird. Like I drink because when I first lost my sense of taste, I was putting like cream and I was still putting like my sweetener and stuff like that in my coffee. Now I just fucking make a fucking black press of coffee and I throw it over ice so it's not hot, and then I just drink it. I can feel bitter. Like I can put something in my mouth and be like, this is bitter, but I couldn't tell you how bitter. I couldn't like I can drink whiskey straight, just chug, 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 chug. And my tongue is like, oh, that's whiskey. And I'm like, cool. I can't taste it. So it's the weirdest goddamn disconnect. Like everything in my head is trying to do its actual job, and I just can't tell. So I don't know. It's fucking horrible.
So now's the perfect time
And-
for your old lady to snowball you, because you won't be able to
Heck
taste
yeah.
it.
Yeah. I'll tell you this. I have begun to refer to yogurt as thick because that's like I have a bunch of yogurt in the house and I just eat yogurt to keep digestively regular, and it's just thick. That's all it is. It's just thickness. It has no taste. It's just like, oh, cool, I'm gonna eat some thick. Yeah, there's like
He's looking at you, big
awesome.
country.
so there is a men's healthcare brand referred to as Thick, sells their bottles in extra thick bottles, and their 3 primary scents are success, motivation, and naval supremacy.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. But COVID has been god awful. Mostly because I'm stuck in the fucking house, and because I can't fucking smell or taste anything. It has allowed me to keep very, very keto though. So since I started keto right after Thanksgiving, I am down 18.5 pounds. So
Well done.
I am plateauing though. I think it's funny because I was like, yeah, I've never plateaued on keto. I am fucking plateauing. I cannot get below 216. So
Yes, I've never won
Patrick,
the
how you doing on
Powerball.
keto?
Because everything we say we
What?
haven't done on this show.
What?
I said I've never won the Powerball.
Uh.
It's everything you say you've never done on this show happens. Like, we haven't got COVID yet. Now we have COVID. Yes, I've never won the Powerball. No,
Okay.
what was your question?
How are you doing on keto?
Not too bad. Like I said, I didn't for the first part of being sick because it's whatever food got dropped off at my bedroom door because I'm quarantined in the house because the rest of my family's not sick. So I'm just in my room. So I just haven't been doing it for a while.
Right.
But yeah, now I'm back at it. And so it's not too bad. It's just dropping the
Have you-
pounds as soon as I started. So
Have
basically,
you? How much have you dropped since you started?
like 4 pounds since New Year's, pretty much.
Oh Jesus! Since New Year's?
Yeah,
That was yesterday.
I've been shitting a lot today.
God damn.
But he was late to the podcast because he was shitting.
Yeah.
So
I do like the fact that I posted a picture of my loose meat with taco seasoning, Greek yogurt, and peas in it. Right, literally moments before you were like, "Yeah, by the way, I'm shitting myself to death."
Yeah.
Um,
Then you're like,
And then
look
you
at
said
this. I'm like, yeah, I didn't eat peas.
what'd you guys get for Christmas? How'd you clean up?
I usually don't get
Oh.
anything that much.
I got a necklace that has my future kid's name on it. So
I got whiskey
Nice.
rocks. So
Yeah,
that was
how'd
nice.
those turn out?
Good.
Sweet.
Yeah, they're all right. You've got some too waiting here. You also have a right across the table from you have a wrapped present from Patrick waiting for you to come back to the studio. So
Oh, that'll be sexy.
yeah, you've got that going for you. I got very, very little this year because it was honestly a very poor Christmas. We were
Hell
kind of
yeah.
destitute this year. So, but I'm trying to think here. Yeah, I got my little Arsinoe tag here, and that's about it for me for Christmas. But I did get to watch my daughter fucking open her custom made fucking Eevee shoes, and that's pretty cool. So that was my big gift.
I got a
What
flood
about
of
you?
monsters.
Yeah,
I've been
I saw
hunting the black cherry monsters for a year. Can't find them anywhere in town. So my wife got me a flat of monsters, and it is probably the best gift I've gotten in years.
Yeah,
I've been fucking wanting those for so long, and you can't find them anywhere.
I think it's funny because a lot of people say that guys are hard to shop for. We're really not. We're simple beasts. Like, oh, I got a Leatherman. That's the other thing. It's literally fucking on my hip right now. Hold on. I can fucking. I got
This is going on YouTube.
From-
That's indecent.
from Patrick. I got my fucking Leatherman, and I've used it like 100 times since Patrick got it for me.
Right.
Oh,
Useful.
yeah,
right?
once you get it, you'll find uses for it.
Yeah, they're fucking crazy useful. It's funny because I was hunting for a pair of pliers at one point in time. I was like, dickhead, you're wearing a pair of pliers on your hip. Like, yeah, they're stupid useful. So I actually have a set of bookcases my parents bought us. Well, my parents got us a gift card for $100, and I just bought two like bookshelves and had them brought in or shipped in from Walmart because I want to build bookshelves. And I was like, I have the tool I need. Mostly to piss me off. Like, I can't build bookshelves with this off. I
Great.
actually break out the other tools. But I have a tool.
If I push the Phillips head against the Allen screw hard enough, maybe it will turn. Hopefully. Ah, shit! It bent, and I pinched my finger. God damn it!
Exactly.
I need another beer.
This, however, this was my big. So Patrick, I haven't had beer since Thanksgiving. Do you miss beer?
Not right now. No. I really don't drink.
Oh, I do.
I don't drink unless I'm hanging out with people. So it's like a
I
social.
gotcha.
It's more of a social thing for me than anything. So if like I was standing around and everybody was drinking beer around me, then I'd probably be like, "Damn, I want a beer now." But I've gone through this before, and I can really skip it.
Yeah, see, I drink a lot less now. Like I drink, yeah, and I'll tell you, a big part of my weight loss is probably the fact that I drink once a week, maybe twice a week. This week, I was just doing the math. This is the second time I've had a cocktail this week. So, like, that's probably been a big part of my weight loss too, but that's fine. But But I do miss beer. I love the fucking taste of beer. I love having a cold one while I'm doing a thing or
Well, I
whatever.
bet there's a bunch of pumpkin spice beer you could get on sale.
Oh, fuck yeah. Thank you, fucking Bill Burr. Shit. All right, well, this week we talk about some stuff I don't fucking even remember. It was much stuff that I didn't watch or do. So,
Wonder Woman.
yeah.
You did not
Wonder
watch
Woman.
or do her. So
We talked to Wonder Woman, Twitter. I don't know. It's
people being
12:40
shitty.
right now, so I'm ready to go inside.
Yeah.
It's a little
So,
nip-
all that and more coming up after whatever the fuck comes next, I guess. All right.
Did you guys watch Wonder Woman?
Fuck you.
Oh, fuck you.
So yes.
That's a no for me.
Oh.
Oh, that's a hard yes
What?
for me.
You've been on
Fuck you.
lockdown. You couldn't watch Wonder Woman?
I couldn't watch Wonder Woman because I saw how you guys talked about it, and I was like, "Fuck this! I'll just let them spoil it for me."
Oh,
Like,
okay.
I'm not gonna fucking
Save yourself 2.5 hours.
Yeah,
I
that's
wonder-
exactly what I did.
Wonder if it'll make more sense to him while we're describing it than it did to me while watching it.
I don't know. That's kind
Yeah,
of
instead of watching that fucking movie, I made a mitten that looks like a dick.
yeah. Which inspired
According
other
to
people.
Simpson, it's a small dick.
Yeah, I know. Oh, goddamn, his fucking I've seen his.
Fucking Hogmaster over there.
What now? It's- All right. So, guys, tell me about Wonder Woman 1984. Hold on. Oh, do white males hate it because we can't stand powerful female figures? Is that why? Is that the
I
reason?
think everybody hated this one unanimously. Like they couldn't pin this
Yeah.
on just that.
Oh, goddamn.
This failed as a
right.
feminist movie. It failed as a superhero movie. It pretty much failed as a movie.
Yeah.
Okay,
Which
so,
made the ad that I saw that talked about it being the greatest movie that DC has put out even better.
Oh, so
Oh.
sad.
God, I would probably watch Green Lantern again before I'd watch this one.
Yeah.
Because it still has Ryan Reynolds in it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Wonder Woman still has Gal Gadot.
Fuck, I'll watch Suicide Squad again before I watch this again.
Yeah. It
So
has
what's-
her, but
what's
she
this-
didn't wear the Wonder Woman suit but like twice in it.
Oh, that's dumb.
Right.
So it was barely a Wonder Woman movie.
That
And then
seems
she
like a
had the
missed
super
opportunity.
suit, but that covered more.
Yeah. It's like,
Well, I mean, I was gonna say it's not about getting her naked, but it's a little bit about getting her naked.
yeah, when the rest of the movie
Um,
sucks, it's about getting her naked.
So what's this movie follow? Like, it's Wonder Woman 1984. What's the plot? What's the story? Come on, play it on me. Elevator pitch me.
Monkey Paw.
Monkey's Paw, basically.
Yeah, wishing movie.
Monkey Paw.
Yeah,
Okay,
Whatever
so
you wish for will turn against you.
Yeah.
right, comes out all twisted and shit.
Except
Yeah.
that's
So-
not how it worked.
No.
It's like whatever you wished for would cost you something, but you didn't get to know what. And sometimes it was important and sometimes it wasn't.
Yeah. I want to know what the guy that lost it wished for a coffee. So that's all he wished for. He's all, because at the beginning they didn't know what it was. They're all, oh, I think it's a wishing stone. He just touched it. He's all, wish for a coffee. And then walking away, they're all like, hey, I got an extra coffee. Anybody want it? He's like, yeah, fucking. They didn't say what he lost.
ED, rest of his life.
Oh, yeah. Better been some good coffee.
Oh man, that'd be rough.
So we gotta get into the consent issues because Wonder Woman accidentally wishes for Steve Trevor to be back.
Right.
So instead of bringing him back in any way, shape, or form that made
This
sense,
all-powerful wishing stone.
yeah, they had his body possess some other guy, or his spirit possess some other guy's body.
Yeah.
That's because the actor didn't want anything to do with it.
No, they still put him in it.
No, he was in it. It's still Chris Pine. He's just in another guy's body.
Only Wonder
Am
Woman
I
saw.
freezing or is Jacob?
Probably Jacob.
Probably me. Let me see what I can do.
Both of you said it's probably Nope, it's me. My internet connection is unstable. Fucking sweet.
Well, you're not pausing on ours. So, I'm not. At least,
No, well,
at least the guy recording is not
Jacob-
seeing anything wrong.
Okay. Well, as
yeah,
long as you're
Jacob was
not seeing
pausing for me,
anything.
but you're back.
So, possesses some guy, has sex with Wonder Woman. They never really mention it except to be like, hey, you're in some other guy's body, but all she sees is Steve.
Yeah.
And I'm conflicted on that because on the one hand, he got to have sex with Gal Gadot. On the other hand, is mostly his body did, but we don't know where he was.
He didn't get to remember it.
Yeah, we don't know if he was fucking hanging out with Sam.
That
Is a quantum
would be
leap
the
type of
ultimate
thing.
whiff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like so close but so very far away. Like, yeah, you nailed Wonder Woman, but you were checked out at the time, bro.
Yeah.
Like
That's
that's like that episode of Letterkenny with Legendary, and like, but Derry doesn't remember any of it. So was he really there?
right.
Yeah. Fuck.
But
So
then it failed as an
And
80s
then I can
movie.
see your conversation about consent issues.
It failed as an 80s movie.
Hold
Took
on.
place in
Let's
the 80s for no
revisit
reason.
the whole feminist like.
he can't consent.
Let's revisit the feminist consent question. Right.
Okay. Pound me.
Possessing a
was
body,
taken
dude,
over.
can't consent.
Against his will, and there's no way he could consent to something.
It was like being Bill
So
Cosby.
Wonder Woman is literally the first Marvel superhero that we watch rape someone on screen.
Also, they don't
Awesome.
care throughout the whole movie.
Well, we don't
They
know.
aren't
We don't know what the Hulk does in his spare time. Fucking.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but that's why I say on screen, because I'm sure the
Okay.
Hulk does.
Yeah.
He gets up to all kinds of weird shit. Tony Stark, are you fucking kidding me?
They all
He is a
consent.
consent issue.
They all consented at the time.
Yeah, right. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. Okay, cool. So I just wanted to clarify that Wonder Woman's the first superhero we get to see rape someone.
But it's not
on
rape because
screen.
it's a guy. So don't worry about that.
Oh. And then it fails as an 80s movie, Patrick, you were saying, for what
Yeah,
reason?
there was no reason for it to be an 80s movie other than one quick shot of him changing into funny clothes from the 80s.
Mostly because they wanted to do that nostalgia thing that tugs on our heartstrings.
They failed hard. Not even any
Yeah.
music. Nothing really.
Let's see. Who were the villains? There was Cheetah,
Cheetah
Who was-
and
played by Kristen Wiig, who was a horrible beast because she wore glasses and had like a ponytail.
yeah, which made her unfuckable.
Yeah, completely unfuckable.
Yeah.
Until she took off she let down her hair and took off her dress and walked
put on
around
a
in just a
singlet,
long
and then-
shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it was all good.
And then everyone wanted to be up in that.
I feel like this is a conceit of the movie and not of you guys, because I've watched you get a boner over a chick in glasses and a ponytail.
Oh yeah, it's totally the movie. It was
Yeah.
she's all that type of fucking thing.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like, oh, they took off her glasses. Now she's
Like,
fuckable. It's
Parker
like, oh,
Posey
okay.
wears horn rims. She's fucking detestable. And as soon as fucking Freddie Prinze Jr. slips off those horn rims, shilling.
Yeah, pretty much.
At least it wasn't upside down cat eyes, though.
Yeah.
That's,
Might as well.
that's an unfuckable.
Then you just feel sad for him.
Yeah. Oh, Gucci fooled you.
No, you look at it and you're like, oh, she makes poor decisions. I have a chance.
Yes. Sweet man. Oh, goddamn.
Then
Let's
it was,
see.
Pedro Pascal was the other bad
Yeah,
guy.
Mando was the other bad guy.
Yeah.
And he wished to become the stone, and then he had the power to grant wishes to anyone who was touching him and said, I wish.
Yeah.
But he could choose what he got from them
Yeah, because he was
in
the stone.
return.
He's like, wish for this. Now I'll take this from you.
Okay, that seems okay. As far as like supervillain motivation, that seems like kind of a cool, like.
So it was less monkey's paw and more whatever this dick wanted from you, he would take.
Yeah, if I had the power to grant wishes, like if I was a genie or something like that, like, but I got to take some shit, I'd have some fun with that. Be like,
Well,
okay,
yeah.
cool.
But for the
Right.
most part, it wouldn't be that bad, I assume. Some rando walks up and he's like, I wish I had $1 million. You'd be like, okay,
I want your ability to get an erection. Like,
that makes you a dick.
Yeah.
And then something about Rome. Oh, that was the other part that pissed me off. They're checking out the artifact, right? And it's got Roman writing on it. And they're
Right.
talking about how Rome fell, and it was a complete like they list off multiple civilizations that fell mysteriously overnight, like Rome, Carthage, the Mayans. They all just disappeared without a trace. And I'm like, you guys are fucking professional historians. You know why Rome fell.
Right.
It wasn't magic wish granting powers. It was
pissed off Visigoths. That's what it was. Like,
and Carthage fell because of Rome. Rome was
Yeah.
like, fuck you, Carthage.
Yeah.
yeah, like we know why these things happen. That's funny. That's funny because I've been watching a lot of Stargate SG-1 mostly because I could do any fucking thing I want while that's on in the background.
Oh yeah.
But there's a ton of like shitty fucking ancient aliens archaeology in that too. Like the Greys are the Asgard. They're the Norse gods and all this shit. And I'm like, part of me
I
is
thought
like,
the Norse gods were a little thicker than the Greys, you know?
I know. Murphy is so pissed. She was like, I fucking hate that they made the Greys like the Asgardians, and
Yeah.
she's like, oh,
It's
we were
not how
both
the,
annoyed. But
it's not how the carvings looked.
Right.
that's the beauty of this show. This show is just sci-fi enough that I'm like, oh, this is kind of a neat storyline, and I can sit down for 20 minutes and watch it. But it's so bad that I don't feel bad that I have fucking, I don't know, redecorated the living room while this is on in the background, and I've missed like 4 episodes of it. Like, it's
See,
70%
that's how you
bad,
could have got
30%
through Wonder Woman, because that's how I got through the freaking bird movie with the chick with the bow.
Oh,
Shit.
Mockingjay thing. Yeah.
Hunger
Hunger
Games.
Games. That's it.
Hunger Games.
I tried to watch it in earnest. I'm like, this sucks, and so I just put it on while I painted my shield, and it was like, okay, I can get through it now.
Other Wonder Woman bullshit. Oh, since Steve was a World War I pilot, he could fly jets.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
Just a piece of cake.
unguarded jets full of fuel that can go to Egypt and back on one tank.
Yeah, that's how they do that.
From DC.
Yeah,
Wait, what kind of jets? Were they military jets or were they like?
it was like a fighter jet.
Who fucking cares? Is the answer? You can't fly a jet.
No, he got in. He's like, oh look, fuel, blah blah blah. Got it. We're going.
Yeah, they were going, and she was like, "Oh, there's radar. Let me turn this jet invisible real quick."
It's like that. Oh, invisible jet joke.
Yeah,
It's like that fucking that scene from The Mandalorian where it's like, let's see, motivator, actuator. Okay,
Yeah.
I get
yeah, I got this.
Yeah,
It was one of the like 2 times I laughed was fucking when she says, "Oh, they have radars, they can see us." He's like, "Well, shit, Diana, are they gonna fucking shoot us?" The only time I laughed because I think it was improv, not written. Couldn't have been written.
Did he say shit, Diana?
Yeah, he's like,
Oh.
shit, Diana." It's like you tell me this after we're in the air.
You know these are hard to land when they're shot, right?
Well, I don't know where he landed anyway.
In the desert
Like,
somewhere. Yeah,
He just showed up to Egypt, landed.
yeah.
Park it.
She magicked up
It
some
just
fuel.
it just hovered until they came back to it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah,
it was a Quinjet. It crossed universes just
yeah.
for the moment.
Uh,
Deadpool flew it into the DC universe and left it there for fucking Wonder Woman and fucking Captain Kirk to pick up.
Yeah.
the fight scenes were shit.
Oh, the Indiana Jones chase scene. The end of
Yeah.
that, I laughed. That was the second time I laughed. It's because when she saved the kids, it looked like she saved 2 dummies because they didn't edit it well. So
Right.
she's just rolling across the ground with 2 stick dummies. Fucking. It was like the
One of those
baby in
kids
American
looked
Sniper.
Photoshopped,
Yeah,
like they weren't attached.
I heard the word sniper in there, and I know somebody referenced American Sniper.
yeah. Petting the plastic baby.
Yeah.
Moving its little arm with his thumb. Look, he's
Yep.
moving.
The shaking, like, man, if you shake a kid like that, you're going down for abuse. You know
Yeah.
that, right?
Good for him for committing now.
Yeah.
Well, shit. If you had
Yeah.
to give this a rating 1 to 10, Jacob, where would you put it?
2. I would watch Star Wars again before I watch this.
like a funny 2 or just a sad, depressing.
Oh, a sad, depressing, makes no goddamn sense. Bad fight scenes, bad CGI,
Bad story.
bad
There's no
movie.
consequences
bad
at all.
story.
The bad guy
Yeah.
had no consequences. None of the people that made the wishes had any consequences because they unwished everything.
Cheetah made
then
me think
everything
of
went back.
Catwoman as far as CGI was concerned.
Mhm.
Like it made
Yeah.
me miss Cats type of CGI. It was that bad.
Ooh.
Also, the whole is resolved by everyone taking back their wish,
Mhm.
but Cheetah had no reason to take back her wish.
No.
Neither did like thousands of people, millions of people,
Neither did Coffee, dude.
Yeah.
right?
Did he
Yeah.
have
He
to
wouldn't have even known he actually made a wish.
He just fucking throws up his coffee. Ah, give it back.
The golden armor was because some Amazon stayed back in the lands of man when they all moved to Themyscira a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Yeah.
Diana found that armor so that she could wear it and it could be ripped apart and look like shit.
Yeah, it stopped 100,000 men beating him up, but it couldn't stop a cat fight.
And definitely supposed to be some kind of metallic armor. But through the whole finale, when she's doing her big speech, it's bent like it's rubber
Yeah.
or vinyl.
It's like 300 when they drop their helmets or breastplates and bow wow wow. It's like, oh, that's a rubber helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's
I
a-
spent the whole time during the climax going, why is her shoulder armor bending? Like,
So
what the fuck is the
Oh,
point?
And every dude in it's a piece of shit. Like,
Oh, yeah.
except for Steve. It's like you walk by him, they're like, hey, baby, want to see my dick? Fucking. It's like, no, you're looking like you're
Yeah.
talking to fucking.
let me jerk off my leg.
Yeah, they can't. You can't walk past the dude without him. It's fucking like a extended Gillette commercial. I'm like, holy fucking shit.
I'm pretty sure that movie set feminism back a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's rough. That's rough. Okay, man.
So watch
Patrick,
it.
on a scale of 1 to 10, where would you put the motherfucker?
It's hard to put a number because I just.
Don't
I'm gonna
wanna.
go. Oh yeah. It was a movie, I guess. 2. 2 works.
Oh,
Not even a fun. Like I said, I laughed twice. I didn't laugh through the whole damn movie. They had 2 openings, so I was wondering what the hell that was about.
Right. One
Fucking-
opening in which Diana cheated in a race by not giving up during the race
Yeah, by finding a shortcut.
somehow.
Hmm.
And the other beginning in the mall that looked like a cheesy, like the Wonder Woman show.
Yeah, they stopped a heist, which is how they got the monkey paw rock, because there was an illegal business in the back of a jewelry shop in a mall.
Monkey Paw Rock.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
okay,
Just
like so she stopped the guys robbing the illegal shit, but didn't nobody busted the people that were running the illegal operation out of the fucking mall.
because who gives?
It
a shit
was
about
all
justice?
Yeah. So yeah, not even a
Wow.
funny 2. It was just a sad. They really spent money on this. I see why they didn't mind putting it on HBO Max, because that'll be their excuse for not making any money. They say, well, we put it on HBO Max, so it didn't make any money,
God, that's,
and
that's
COVID,
just-
and
That's super disappointing.
they greenlit
those
a Wonder Woman
defense
3.
turrets. Oh goddamn!
Defense turns.
They had anti-air turret things, automated anti-air turrets that didn't exist in the 80s.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was secret
I can see
government
that.
turrets.
Basically, they could have used Google to fix half the movie, and they could have used
If
Talent.
somebody had actually,
a
if somebody had
logical
actually
rewrite.
been alive in 1984 by any chance, like
Yeah. Well, see, this I don't know if it's her first movie, but she didn't write the first movie, Patty Jenkins, but she wrote
Right.
and directed this one. So she should.
uh,
They greenlit a third movie, third Wonder Woman after this. Don't know why. I guess fuck it now. You're in it. Just go with it.
yeah, kind of Suicide Squad that shit. Just like fuck it, no one's paying attention anyway.
Yeah, and she's got the Rogue Squadron movie, so I hope she doesn't write that. Because last thing we need is another fucking shit show of a Star Wars movie.
She's solid at directing. I enjoyed the first Wonder Woman.
That's fine.
It was
yeah,
completely
Yeah.
opposite from this fucking movie.
Just stay in
Directing's
your
fine.
fucking lane.
yeah. Just don't write. You don't need to.
Yeah. Oh damn. All right then.
So I guess the consensus is that woman needs to know her place.
Says 3 cisgendered white dudes.
Hey, we didn't say look at her dick. So points for that, right?
Do we actually get points for that?
I think we
I
should.
I
don't
don't
think
know.
we do. It's-
Apparently, every guy says it when you walk by, so we don't do it. Points, right?
Oh, that's right. She was a hideous chud, except to the guys on the street who will fuck anything.
The rapist, yeah.
Yeah.
That she keeps going down Rape Alley, where everybody wants to rape her.
Okay, so there is a street in Lake Havasu City called Broom Rape, and I feel like you don't walk down Broom Rape unless you want someone to try and rape you.
Yeah.
Or you're
vi-
trying to get rid of a kid.
That's a
Speaking-
fucking hanger lane.
Speaking of, that's
Oh,
Coat
okay.
Hanger, Coat Hanger Avenue. Okay. So, in essence, what happened is Danny Masterson, according to allegations, raped some folks.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, yes. According to allegations, raped some folks. These folks came forward and started saying Danny Masterson, which this is Hyde, man, that's super disappointing. But a bunch of people said, like, Danny Masterson raped me. Church of Scientology steps in and starts stalking these people, and these people are like, whoa, shit. And we all know, like, watch the fucking Getting Clear documentary. This Church of Scientology does this. They fucking stalk people like mad. And they were like, hey, the Church of Scientology is stalking us. We'd like that to not happen. And now apparently this dickhole judge is like, yeah, so any of this rape stuff,
Go through the church, yeah.
yeah, you're gonna have to deal with them. They're gonna get to make a whole bunch of the decisions and shit and decide if we even hear that.
They got on the Catholic court plan.
Yeah.
So,
Churches are historically great at rape cases and abuse.
Oh yeah, whoa. Okay, we'll revisit why I just stopped myself. Anyway, so it's fucking awful, is what it is. Like the Church of Scientology, biggest goddamn con scam fucking horseshit. I cannot. Okay, let me fucking curtail this. A year ago, I would say I cannot understand how the Church of Scientology exists. After 2020, I can totally understand how the Church of Scientology exists. But motherfucker, you want to talk about some obvious fucking cult shit, and
Yeah.
no one is willing to be like cult. Like
some people
Plenty
are,
of people are.
but then they get berated and run out of town.
Some guy shows up and he's like, "You're talking to my boys all wrong. It's the
Yeah.
wrong tone."
I'll stab you in the face with a soldering iron.
I'll stab you in the face with a soldering iron. Talking to my boy all wrong. Yeah. Oh fuck. Yeah. Holy shit. You want to talk about cult action, and everybody's just like, yeah, sure, fucking, yeah, you cult it out. You fucking figure this shit. Go for it.
Because they have the money.
Yeah. God, they have so much money.
I wonder
I
how
mean,
much real
Mormons
estate they
are
own, because they were doing a whole thing where they were buying up real estate.
Them and the Mormons are competing. I think they're number 2 behind the Mormons. They might have actually overtaken the Mormons, though.
No,
Man.
they have not yet.
No, okay. Because I know that the Mormon Church
Get a
is
monthly
like-
letter. We're still at it. All right.
I'm still
Oh, I'm
technically
sure.
part of the church, so yeah, I do get I get emails every other week.
Nice.
I'm sure, like David Miscavige and whoever heads the fucking Mormon Church, Grand High fucking Mucky Muck there, I'll bet they have like a weekly Zoom meeting just like this, but they like fucking wave dicks at each other, like this is where we've gotten and this is where we've gotten. Ah, cool. And then they fucking
Drink,
drink
smoke,
the blood of a virgin. Yeah, and
parade around their
yeah.
wives and blood boys.
yeah. God damn, now we need to start a cult. So make these Zoom calls way cooler.
Maybe we get the premium for free.
Oh fuck. Yeah, but the Mormons, the Scientologists, the Catholics, man, all of them, the evangelicals, all fucking cults. Like, god damn. No one sees it. Anyway. So fuck these 5 people, by the way, because this is the one, like, a mention on a shitty podcast. That's the one bit of fucking signal boosting they'll get. Their fucking plight is going nowhere because they're going up against the Church of Scientology.
Well, we
So,
saw it on an actual news article, so it's getting something.
Yeah, but we're more popular.
yeah, but
That's true.
yeah, exactly. I do just want to, for the folks who decide to join us on YouTube, I am going to hold my phone up to the camera here for just a minute so you can see an image. This image is labeled "Beautiful Stories." This is a 1918 tradition. Once a year at Christmas, wives apologize for the mistakes they made during the year. And I'm just going to hold this up. So join us on YouTube to see this image if you'd like. There
There
we
you go.
go. Yeah. Yeah, that's
Yeah, they get on their knees and
That's
pray
my-
for forgiveness.
that's my kind of Christmas party.
So we're bringing that back.
Oh, the apology. I say yes. Did anyone do this start your new year with sandstorm thing?
No,
Oh, okay.
because I thought
cool.
I was going to get to watch Cobra
Awesome.
Kai right after New Year's, but I had to wait for California to have their New Year's, and then I could watch Cobra Kai. So I had to wait till 1 a.m.
I was busy
have
being
not
a
watched
cowboy.
Cobra Kai yet.
Have you watched The Expanse at least?
No. Literally watched nothing except
Letterkenny?
for Stargate SG-1. Literally watched nothing except for Stargate SG-1. Forgot that The Expanse and Letterkenny were a thing until I saw a picture of the Letterkenny guys.
I saw that because I logged on to my Hulu. I'm like, nobody's watched this yet? I'm like, does he watch it on his own account now? I'm like, no, he just didn't watch anything but Stargate for some fucking reason.
Yeah, because Netflix, we did the random thing, like the random Netflix choose us a show. This was like 8 minutes after I got the fucking COVID news too, and we knew we were going to be locked down. I was like, fucking Netflix, pick us a thing, and it picked us fucking Stargate SG-1. And I was like, cool, 10 seasons, committed. And that's back in the 80s where they used to make like fucking 24 episodes a season. So
You could have chosen better on your own. Like
Yeah,
Cobra Kai or anything.
I forgot. that
except
they
for
had
Wonder
that.
Woman. Good job avoiding Wonder Woman.
Thank you. Positive feedback is always appreciated. I'll make better choices in the future, but I
Yeah,
appreciate
you got another
acknowledgement.
week of lockdown, so you better fucking do it
Well-
right this time.
I at least have another week of lockdown. My
We're talking
most recent
Expanse,
test came back positive.
so fucking deal with it.
That's fine. How many episodes are out?
6?
Oh god damn, that's like an entire season.
I think it's 5, isn't it?
I don't know. They
Well,
all blur
before we do
together
that-
into one awesome fucking show.
True.
Before I have to turn the volume down on my headphones, let's talk about a story that's been a fucking heartwarmer for me in an otherwise dark time. We don't usually just pepper in politics, but we're about to. Mitch McConnell's Kentucky home was vandalized with "Where's my money?" spray painted on the front door. So
So
Mitch
was
McConnell's
Nancy
Yeah,
Pretty
most
sure it
people-
says, "Where's my money?" because they forgot an H if I saw the picture.
Yeah,
of it.
it's whereas or where's, as in like, oh no, that was WAREZ. Yeah, but he called that site Juarez, but it was where's.
Yeah, no, it's
but-
"Where's my money?"
Yeah.
Look, and if you're gonna make a
where's my
statement
money?
like that, spell it right. Plan ahead a little bit.
just type it into Google on your phone, search it, and then go, fucking, I got it.
Yeah, so
Spell check. They don't have it in spray paint.
here's the TLDR. "Where is my money?" was spray painted on the front door of Mitch McConnell's home. "Mitch kills the poor" was also written on the window near the front porch. Let's see. Mitch McConnell's house is located in the Highlands section of Louisville, Kentucky. By the way, it's like a fucking $500,000 home, so fuck you, Mitch McConnell. And it's one of multiple that he maintains. Earlier this week, Mitch McConnell rejected holding the vote on the $2,000 stimulus check. So, have either of you gotten your stimulus yet?
Yes, sir.
No.
I have. Murphy and I both got our stimulus check, and it immediately went to car payment, my car registration that I haven't paid since July, because fuck you, that's why, and to pay a month of mortgage, which that the stimulus didn't cover all three of those things. Like,
No.
It covered basically the stimulus would have paid my mortgage for a month, plus bought me groceries. That's about it. So I was really counting on that $2,000 stimulus because I'm in a really dark place, in a really scary corner right now when it comes to the house, and really could have fucking used that $2,000 stimulus. And when I heard that Mitch McConnell's dumb fucking turtle-looking ass was blocking the goddamn vote, and that the fucking House and the Senate apparently fucking unanimously voted yes, and Mitch McConnell just whipped out his Uber dick because why shouldn't a turtle-shaped fucking human have all the goddamn power in the universe? We all had to fucking eat shit because Mitch McConnell did not want to give us the fucking money we need to fucking survive.
He almost has more power than the president.
Oh,
Because they just vetoed something the president fucking said no. Their
yeah,
veto
they did.
passed, yeah.
This is the one fucking point in time Trump has done anything okay. Like Trump even said, yeah, give him $2,000 a piece. Like, well, fuck, man. Had you said that a few months ago, I probably would have voted for you. What the fuck? You waited till the 11th hour to be a decent human when it didn't fucking matter.
He said it before that, but Pelosi said she didn't want to do it because she didn't want a half a loaf of bread, and then she passes a half a loaf of bread with the 600.
Loaf of
Yeah,
bread.
and that's the other reason. And I'm just as fucked off with Pelosi for fucking holding this shit out.
And she did it strictly for the elections too. She's like, well, I can't have Trump say that. And then
she did it 100% for the election. She didn't want him to have a win.
Yeah. So fuck us.
Well, they also did it so that they could pass stupid fucking add-on bills.
Yeah.
Like, have you seen the add-ons that go with the fucking the bill?
Well, I haven't read all 58 fucking 100 pages of the bill. No, but I've seen a few of the add-ons. Yeah.
Yeah, over $7.5 billion with a B. Billion. Jeff Bezos with a B. Money. Billion going to the military. $7.5 billion extra dollars. They could easily just tell the military no and give us $8,000 a piece. Fucking it would not be hard.
I mostly saw the weirder things, like money set aside for the reincarnation of the Dalai Lama or something like that. To investigate, that
was a thing.
To investigate the recognition of the reincarnation of the Dalai Lama.
Earmarking is one of these archaic things that people don't realize is still a thing in American politics, and it needs to be done away with. When a bill is going to deal with an issue, you shouldn't be able to earmark fucking extra shit into it.
Do that, and then
the COVID relief bill does not need to deal.
They could title it whatever they want. So they can say this is the fucking Feed the Homeless Children Act, and then it'll have like $10 for that.
And it's actually the oil fucking.
And if you vote no, they're like, well, they voted no on the Feed the Homeless Children Act, so why would you want to vote for them?
Yeah.
Yeah, and now the two Republicans in Georgia who have been fighting any kind of stimulus the whole time are saying, no, we want $2,000 checks because they know McConnell will block it. And Republicans at any point could fucking vote him out as majority leader and put someone else in there and pass a bunch of shit, but they won't.
No, they won't. They're going to sit on it and wait. They're going to wait to see the outcome of the Georgia election, for one. But at this point in time, both fucking
3 days.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Fuck. So, and hopefully by the time this episode comes out, we'll have a fucking determination on that. But at this point in time, fucking Mitch McConnell and Nancy Pelosi both need to jump up their own fucking asses. But matter of fact, most of Congress needs to jump up its own fucking ass. I'm done dealing with them. If we don't fucking start instituting term limits, we're fucked. And honestly, I'm at the point we're fucked. Like, there is no coming back. Like, my Gen X ass is like, fuck it. I'm just gonna fucking drink whiskey and watch the world die.
So you really can do, because you'd have to get people to
kids and
pay attention, and that's not gonna happen.
Right. Squirt out a few more kids, then you can get some more of that money.
It's fucking, and I'm just gonna hope and pray to God that they fucking figure shit out, because oddly enough, if I make children, I really want them to have a better world than I have. So, but fuck me apparently, because yeah. Oh
That's
my
weird.
god, I'm fucking.
You need to
I have
start
been
training them in
upside-
hand-to-hand and survival.
Yeah.
You're not wrong. I have been like upside down pissed about this whole fucking thing. Like Jesus Christ, $600. That's enough that they realize we're in trouble, but they don't fucking care. That's a guy who realizes you're thirsty, so he pisses on your fucking leg. I could piss in your mouth and quench your thirst.
Well, the
with
only
my
reason they
urine,
gave us 600
but I would
bucks,
rather waste it.
the reason they gave us 600 is because they passed other things with it. They can pass a standalone. Here's your check. Anytime they want. Anytime.
Yeah. Oh
But
yeah.
they're like, what else can we get in there? Let's wait and see. Let's hold on.
$7.5 billion for the military-industrial complex. That's what.
Yeah,
Oh,
they got to take care of their
Even though-
friends.
Federal felony to illegally stream content of
Oh.
any type.
Yeah.
That was the other thing that they snuck in there.
Wait, what? Repeat that?
It's a federal offense to illegally stream any content.
To illegally stream any content. So does
Yes.
that mean as a streamer, like as a provider, you now have new laws and caveats, or as a viewer? So, for instance, me
No,
watching
as
Hulu on
a
somebody else's
content producer, like if we were streaming and we showed a clip and they deemed it not fair use and said we were streaming it, then we can have federal charges on top of that.
So that
Wow.
picture that I'm pretty sure you didn't have written permission from the copyright holder to share, that could get us in some federal hot water.
That's why Patrick's going to put a big black square over it.
No.
Looks like I'm being invaded.
Oh,
Oh.
What do you want, child?
Holy wow.
What do you need? Okay, go back inside, please.
there's proof that Big Country's had sex at least once.
3 times.
Well, I
I
saw
know,
proof
because
of once.
My stimulus check was $3,000.
There you go. So what would it have been if you had $2,000 per person?
10 would have been 10 fucking grand.
I know, right?
If they just bump it up to $2,000 per adult and send us the rest, that's almost double what I got.
Yeah.
Dude, so $4,000 isn't enough to get me out of housing debt. Like, I am that far behind. I was hoping that plus my regular salary would be enough to like catch me up on my, because that's all it was going to do. It was just going to go to fucking housing debt. Like, I would like to keep my house, please. Here's my entire stimulus, and fuck you. So cool. I get to keep my car, so now I have a car to live in when they take the house from me.
You need a bigger car to live in. I don't think a little Veloster. It's going to be rough.
Hey, buddy. I'm less of a man than I used to be. So,
Hey,
Still not big enough.
bankruptcy's the thing.
Oh, bankruptcy's going to get hit hard after all this is done.
oh,
I can see a lot
yeah.
of people hitting the reset button like, you know what, fuck it. There.
But when you hit the reset button, like, I would lose this house. I would lose this fucking house if I hit the reset
you
button.
wouldn't.
It goes back to bank.
No.
What?
That's your primary residence, so they would
My only fucking residence.
Right.
you keep one residence and one vehicle in a bankruptcy.
Oh. Well,
Yeah.
that's at least helpful.
So
I
you'll
mean,
have to lose your summer home and your Ferrari, but, you know.
Oh, yeah, the gold-plated Porsche I have sitting
That
in
home
the...
in Kentucky that you have.
Yeah. Fucking, oh my fucking god. Okay. We need
You
to
don't
talk about
understand. If
something
they pass $2,000 checks, someone who doesn't need it might get it.
Yeah.
else. Fucker.
Because nobody can use that. They're like, one of their excuses, well, you know what? They'll spend it on paying down credit card debts, or they'll put it into savings, and that's unnecessary. It's like, yeah, why would you want to pay down debt or put some away for savings for
I
emergencies.
saw some jackass who's like, if you give $600 to a poor person, they'll pay their bills with it. If you give $600 to a rich person, they'll multiply it by 10 over the next few years. And I'm like, we want to jumpstart the economy. We want people to spend money,
Yeah.
not hoard and make it bigger.
Yeah, they'll multiply by 10 by putting in their own shit. Fucking fuck, you stupid fuck. Fuck, we're all gonna die. I'm gonna kill somebody.
Bitcoin's
I'm gonna
up to
fucking
about
shoot
30
somebody
grand a
before I
Bitcoin.
die. That is a goddamn promise. I don't care who it is. I'm gonna put a bullet in somebody. I don't. Wait,
So according to my wife, and I have zero sources for this, some hoe bag on Twitter decided to name her kid Adolf so that he could figure out what oppressed people feel like.
he will be our new messiah.
Her plan is for people to see his name on like a resume or job application and think I should pass over this guy and give the job to a person of color.
Oh, well, there's a school of thought, I guess.
Okay.
It's
So
the fucking
first off,
dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, no,
It
that's
is
completely dumb.
goddamn insanity.
if you're this mom, go fuck yourself. all
I
right?
hate Twitter. Twitter is the worst dumpster fire that there's ever been.
Oh no, Facebook's a close fucking second, bro. But if you're this mom, fuck you for. I'm gonna make my kids' life hard just so I can prove a point because my fucking weird feels are hurt.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Kids should be taken away at this point. Fucking. There is like a whole big fucking group of people. Like there is actually kind of a Facebook group, if you will, of people who've named their kids Adolf, or people who literally will change their last name legally to Hitler. Like this is a real thing that people do, and want to name their kids things like Adolf Hitler, and they're garbage, fucking methed out white supremacists. They also get sued by the actual descendants of Adolf Hitler. Like it's the one name that there's certain legal action can be taken over.
Only in Germany, though, right?
No, in the States. I don't know that anything comes of it, but the descendant, because the Hitler family is no longer the Hitlers, right? They've either changed their name or they were the descendants of, a different part of the family and didn't share the name. So, but they still have the legal right to sue folk, and I think it's much like in Denmark where you have like 50 different last names you can pass to your kid, and anything else you either have to have special permission for or you have to change your kid's last name because they're trying to preserve those like old Scandinavian names and shit. I think Germany has a similar rule. Like nobody can be named Hitler. That's just fucking Germany's rule. So yeah, Germany gets to win in all those cases. But fuck all those people. Now let's visit the reasoning. So my kid can feel oppression.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Eat a bag of dicks.
By the time the kid's really working, he's gonna go change his name anyway.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
really what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And you know what? First off, Adolf isn't a terrible name. Like just on its face, the guy fucked it up. He fucked up so much stuff. He fucked up being white. He fucked up the Charlie Chaplin mustache, which fucking Michael Jordan tried to bring back, but even a black guy couldn't do it. Like he fucked up German shit for a long time. Like god damn it, he fucked up a bunch of stuff. The name Adolf is one of them, and but to name your kid that just so they'll experience oppression.
Mhm.
Go fuck yourself. It's not going to accomplish the goal you think it's going to accomplish first, unless the
It's like those
skin color.
parents that fucking chain up their kids and they chain themselves up and just apologize for being white and shit. It's just,
those are
it's
the
just like that
worst
fucking
things.
dumb shit.
Yeah, the fucking white apologists, the
Mm.
people who are like, I have seen so many fucking images of people in slave collars and shit. Like they're
Well,
chaining
yeah, but
their
that's your
11.
kink, so.
Okay, you're not wrong. Chains
Touche.
not so much. Rope's a little bit more. Let's get some more rope in there. But like, yeah, the whole thing, like the white apology and like all that that's stupid too. Oh my fucking god. Fuck her. I don't know what to say anymore.
Yeah.
Right?
Anyway, I thought that was fucking dumb. And then I thought we'd talk about The Expanse because that was fucking great.
Well, I was thinking the other Twitter thing was Pablo Hidalgo
Oh
making
yeah,
fun of Star Wars theory for showing emotion
having
and
emotion.
yeah, crying because he saw Luke in the end of the Mando series.
Pablo Hidalgo making fun of who?
Star Wars theory, one of the YouTubers that does a lot of Star Wars videos. He's
Ah,
always
gotcha.
been positive. Like he's not even one of the ones that shit on Star Wars. He doesn't purposely go out and talk shit about it. He just tries to stay positive for most of it.
Mhm.
Watch Mando. Luke comes out. He started crying. And he's like, emotions are not to be shared, and then like made fun of him on Twitter, and then made it his fucking background thing.
Yeah, he made fun of him on Twitter, deleted it,
Yeah.
and then made it his profile image, his background.
Yeah.
So listen, if Kevin Smith can cry over
Everything.
like Christmas's first snowflake, fucking this dude. Okay, so the appearance of Luke Skywalker at the end of Mando was, and this is without fucking fail, the most emotional appearance of Luke Skywalker I have seen, including all of the 3 fucking follow-ups. Like everything I've seen from Luke Skywalker in the 2 movies that he was in, where he fucking wrestled blue milk from the tit of a fucking sea manatee and all
It
that
was
shit.
great.
Fuck that.
They even fucked up the color. It was
I
green.
know. That's fucking green though. But fuck all that. Like, fuck it. Because, you know why? Because at the end of Mando, they did it right. Right?
Yeah.
Luke Skywalker walks in. It's like, I'm Luke Skywalker. This is R2-D2. We're going to fucking train that kid. He's going to get murdered when Kylo Ren goes fucking AWOL and shit. But still, yeah. So,
And then his response wasn't even shitty, like Star Wars theories. He just responded. He's like, listen, I understand trolls. I could deal with that. He's all, but when somebody from the head of Lucasfilm, like one of the top guys, is doing this, he's all, there's something wrong with it.
Right. You're
Yeah.
representing a company now. The company should not come out with something like that.
Right. To make it shittier, this guy got his attachment to Luke because that's who he attached to when he's going through chemo as a kid. He attached to Luke Skywalker in the movies. So just to pile that on top of fucking being a shit sandwich.
right.
But
See,
yeah,
I'd
yeah.
have preferred it hadn't been Luke. Personally,
like,
because
You fucking you latch on to Chewie, goddammit.
no, I want something else in that galaxy to happen that doesn't involve a fucking Skywalker or Palpatine. It's the entire galaxy. 2 families can't be involved in every fucking thing.
You're right.
But I'll accept it because it was badass and fun.
So I'll tell you this: that's one of people's big bitches about that fucking final scene in Mandalorian. It was like, oh, fucking course, we finally got a story that didn't have to do with Luke or fucking Palpatine or anybody else and the Skywalkers or whatever. And at the very last minute, you had to fucking bring a Skywalker and I was 100% okay with it.
Yeah. No, I was happy. I kind of suspected that would be who pick him up.
kinda
It
did
makes
too.
sense.
Yeah.
I was enjoying not being involved with fucking Skywalkers or Palpatines or anything like that.
You know what? I actually like a departure from Jedi in general because that entire universe is really a rich universe.
Right.
Shit, we
Jedi are
played-
supposed to be rare.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Well,
played,
yeah, after you killed them all.
we played a Star Wars like role playing game where none of us played Jedi because fuck that. Like we were all just fucking. And if we saw a Jedi, it was like fuck, and we laughed because that's fun. Like
Because if I was walking down the street and I saw a space wizard, I'd be like, fuck, and I'd leave.
yeah, space wizard with a laser sword. Fuck you. I'm done. So yeah, it is. You're right. It is nice to have stories that depart from the Skywalker like family and the Palpatine family, and kind of the ones that get to visit the little guy, the guy who was just I was just a contract, the fucking Death Star, you know, that guy who got shot in the face by the Mando.
But for the timeline, it made sense, so I was okay with it.
Yeah, they did.
there's like 4 Jedi out there at this point.
Right. And he already eliminated like 2 of them by saying, "Hey, will you take this?" No,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing my own shit.
Hard pass, bro. So yeah.
Either way, this guy was a dickbag.
Yeah. And
Fuck
it's
that.
not the first time. They've been pretty shitty with fans a lot. Like fucking, oh, I'm drinking fanboy tears and shit. It's like that's your base you're selling your product to, and you're shitty to them.
We're in this weird place where toxic fandom is a thing, right? Like, there is like you can be a toxic fan. You can look at the shit. We fucking toxic fandomed the Firefly reboot. We were like, fuck that.
No, we said we were worried. We didn't say fuck that. You might have said
true.
fuck that.
I kind of said fuck that. I was kind of a toxic
You said
fan.
fuck that. He was on the fence, and I just listened to it because I was editing it because I wasn't there. Thankfully.
Yeah, so we're all guilty of toxic fandom, but there's also this like toxic fucking production, like this in the side of things. Like, we don't give a fuck about the fans, we don't give a fuck about the people upon whose backs we made our fucking mountain. So fuck you guys.
And that makes
which I
sense
think
when
the
you're
Star
like
Wars franchise would be guilty of.
when you're an artist who isn't trying to sell your shit, you're just making art. If people don't
Yes.
like it, fuck it. But when you're trying to get money out of me, you got to give me something.
They're like, fuck you, give me money. It's like, what? No,
Right.
that's not how this works.
Yeah, unless you're dominatrix, that's not how this works.
Like, Macklemore is one of those artists who, like, he refused to sell out. He refused to fucking, and the fact that we gave him some money was entirely its own thing. But he didn't continue to produce stuff that we consider to be awesome. So he's kind of fallen out of the spotlight. We no longer give him money. That's how the relationship's supposed to work. You're not supposed to be able to fucking wave your middle finger at your fans and they give you money. Like, you're not supposed to be Kanye.
You should never go full Kanye.
Never go full Kanye. You like fish sticks? Love them.
So let's talk Expanse. Jacob, tell me about the Expanse. Like 9 episodes into the Expanse, or 100 episodes into the Expanse, or whatever. Let's. It's funny because on the break, I walked outside. We just watched in Stargate SG-1, our favorite character died. And Murphy was like, okay, I'm done watching this show. We can watch other stuff now. And I was like, hey, buck Cobra Kai.
Nice. Expanse is good. It's just continuing to be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be sad to see it go in a couple of years. I don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm super glad that they put just a period on it, though. They're like, hey, cool. This is where we're gonna. I remember when Avatar: The Last Airbender did that, the television show, not the fucking garbage movie that was never made. But they said we were going to do 3 seasons, and I was like, man, more shows need to start doing this, where they just kind of tell people, like, this is the end of our story. We're not going to shoot for 25 seasons. And we can all, and now the Expanse has done that, and I'm sad. I fucking hate endings.
Well, the problem
But-
is there's so many book stuff to shove into the last 2 seasons.
Well,
How many books do they have?
they're not gonna do the last 3 books because there's a significant time jump between the 6th book and the 7th book that they couldn't really. That's a hurdle they couldn't get past. It's like 50
Good for
years.
them,
It would have been
though.
tough. And with
Good for them.
with Cass Anvar not being involved after this season,
Yeah.
they're
Yeah,
like, well,
because
we'll just wrap this up and finish it, and
God
people
damn
will
it.
think it was awesome.
Personal message to all those people out there in Hollywood: keep your fucking hands to yourself. Keep your dicks and vaginas in your pants, unless specifically invited by other folks. You know, I've worked in the correctional system. You know what you have to be especially aware of? Where your dick or vagina goes. Like, you have to be. There are certain fucking laws in corrections that are specifically related to what you do with your dick and vagina. If I can hold to that standard for a goddamn decade, so can you. Stop fucking people who don't want to be fucked by you.
Well, I can't imagine there weren't people who were throwing themselves at him. Like,
There probably were.
Well, you can't take the bait on that either, because they can throw themselves at you and then turn around and say they didn't want to, and then you're fucked anyway.
I mean, they could, but
Plus, he was married,
guess-
so he shouldn't have been catching anything thrown at him.
The other issue
Well, that
is
all
if
depends
you're
on your
gonna
dynamic in your relationship and all that other stuff. Hashtag poly. Anyway,
if you're gonna be fucking terrible like that, don't do it over text. Don't give them mountains of evidence to use against you.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, at least be smart about your fucking nefarious dealings. God damn.
Advice from the fucking supervillain pool
Be a
over
smart creep, all right?
Well, I'd prefer don't be a creep, but
If you're
At
gonna be
least-
a creep, be smart.
be a smart enough creep that you can finish out the show I'm watching so I can
Yeah.
enjoy your
If
acting.
we enjoy your acting, be a smart creep.
there. Yeah. If we
Exactly.
don't enjoy your acting, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, die in a fire.
Oh shit.
But you need to watch it because they've done some ballsy shit with it. The villain this season is really charismatic and awesome.
Is it the war room now?
Huh?
He's under attack.
Hell yeah, it is.
Red
Yeah, we're
alert.
talking Expanse, and the Rocinante is under attack.
Fuck, I don't want to spoil it for you because you actually like that show.
I really do like that show.
We'll watch it
Amos.
this week. We'll talk about it next week.
Yeah, we'll do Expanse and Letterkenny next week.
And Cobra Kai. You got all week.
And Cobra Kai.
You're not wrong. I do, because I forgot to book my COVID test, and I'm still on lockdown until I get my negative test.
They're gonna make you
so.
test negative?
Yeah. Work at least. I have to test negative. I have to prove that the entire household has tested negative, and then after the last negative test, I have to wait 5 days before I can go back to work.
Damn, my job's like 2 weeks after. If you don't have any symptoms for 72 hours, you can come back. So I should be able to go back on the 7th.
Yeah, I have to get a negative test result before I can go back on the road. There is some work from home stuff I have next week, so I'm still making money. Like they're not, and this is one thing I got to fucking admit about my company: they have not denied me cash during this whole time. Like they've kept fucking paying me and stuff like that. I've kept doing things like.
Well, they
whatever
didn't
I can
have
handle.
to because you got $600, so that should
Right,
cover
yeah.
everything for months.
Yeah,
Hey, you
I-
got that 1,200
Don't
earlier.
don't
That's
candy
twice
bars
as
cost a
much as this
nickel?
time.
Fuck.
I had to cancel a bunch of my classes that I was supposed to teach because I don't know if the dear and gentle listener can hear it, but I'm a little bit phlegmy now. But a week ago, I was fucking miserable. I had almost no voice. I was like, I spent most of my time laid up. I got some pretty fucking hefty symptoms. Patrick, I don't know how your symptoms have been, and we'll talk about this at the beginning of the show. But work has been pretty awesome about it. Anyway, we talked about the Expanse, and the Rocinante is no longer under attack, so let's switch to that
Blue.
mode.
Yeah.
Let's see here. What else do we got in the feed?
Oh, you guys want to
Um,
talk about Nashville? That's okay. No one
what
else
about
does either.
Nashville?
The bombing?
Yes. Christmas mornings.
Oh, the
I had an
Christmas.
RV.
Yeah, the
Rolled
So
up
I
to his
actually-
place and played like a warning. Hey, I'm about to explode. You guys should get away. Then he exploded.
That's a polite terrorist. So,
Yeah.
hey guys, if you don't mind, I'm gonna explode here, so you might want to back up. You could get hit by this.
It wasn't terrorism. It was suicide with style.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
that doesn't feel like your work, sir. Yeah, I don't know any of the details. I just know that there was a Christmas bomber, and I don't fucking care. But if you want to educate me, I would happily be educated.
No, it's over.
Yeah.
It was over when it happened.
Yeah,
There
they're
was a bunch of shit about Trump not doing anything about it, which admittedly, what's he supposed to do?
No, I feel like yeah.
well,
like-
he has to do everything wrong, so you got to complain. Like,
He probably shouldn't have been playing golf while he's supposed to be working tirelessly at the White House, but he's fucking on senioritis. You don't care.
I figure I got my pink slip. I'm gonna go play golf.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
It's like I know when my job's ending. I really don't have to do anything else. I'm gonna golf
I don't-
on Twitter.
I don't
I
even
hit
play
president.
golf. I would still go to the goddamn links and drink beer and whack balls just for fun.
Yeah,
Like, he doesn't have to worry about politics anymore. He's like, I'll actually do what I said I'd do. I'll
Yeah.
tell it like it is.
His-
and
His fucking cult is handling shit for him, so like
They
good
are.
on him. Good to go.
apparently Mike Pence is a traitor, and They're gonna block the electoral something on the 6th. I don't fucking know. I don't know how my government works, except that they don't.
They get really mad when they have to.
You know
like
what?
they were super
Well, yeah.
pissed they couldn't go home for the holidays. They're like, what? We don't get to spend our holidays with the family? It's like, I work corrections. I'd fucking make up holidays. Like,
Right.
no, Christmas happens
Yeah.
next week. That's when Christmas happens.
Besides, you don't even like your family.
Chris-
They're just waiting to off you so they could get some of that sweet inheritance.
Right?
Yeah. 10 years of my goddamn life, I wasn't home for a Christmas or a Thanksgiving. Fuck them. Let's talk about something that's fun, though. Nurse strips off PPE to have sex with a COVID patient in hospital.
Yeah, she did.
Gets suspended. Yeah. So, oh my God, this page is no longer available. I was just looking at it earlier today, too.
It's
Oh.
India Times, so
Oh, it's because I have a server error.
I
No
think
one should get fired for having an OnlyFans, man.
Yeah, 'cause
People
only,
were all
only
up in
fans are
arms.
paying for it.
and it's like if she needs to supplement her income as an EMT, maybe we should take a look at ourselves first.
No, you can't do that.
Yeah, that's
All that
a
has to go to
great point,
administration.
honestly.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
need it more.
But I mean, anybody should be able to have an OnlyFans and separate. Like, if I found out, I'm trying to think of the most like respected profession I possibly can. If I found out that my lawyer did porn on the side, I'd be like, high five, cool. You're still gonna handle my case, right? Like, if my doctor did,
If she
fucking,
handles my case like she handles that dick, this is gonna be a slam
like,
dunk.
Yeah,
like all respect there. I mean, there's not a single fucking and honestly, I think a few fucking professions could handle being brought down to size. Like a judge. I had to go speak with a judge here recently, and my wife got all fucking stuck in her own head because she was talking to a judge, and it fucked up her ability to articulate herself. Me, who's been around judges for at least a decade and knows that like
They're
they'll
people.
fucking they'll call you into fucking chambers afterwards and tell fucking dirty jokes and shit. Like I did not get nearly as fucked up. And if you watched a judge's OnlyFans before you're gonna go into their court, even if their OnlyFans is them eating Captain Crunch and talking to you about like why they like golf, that's fine. But at least it makes them a fucking human being. Like, I don't know. The fact that you have an OnlyFans doesn't fuck with you at all in my mind. Like, it doesn't compromise your fucking professionality, but that's just
Now, if your OnlyFans involves your work attire or uniform or name of the company you're working for,
that's
that could get you in
different.
trouble.
Yeah,
yes, yeah.
Because Starbucks doesn't have an OnlyFans, but that barista sure did.
Right. And there's a delineation. Fuck, I work for a very fucking big company, and we have this podcast. And so far, the company has been very good about recognizing that there's a delineation between what I do on the show and what I do for them in a professional capacity. And my job is to talk to strangers. So that's like my company has been very kind about like allowing this podcast to exist, and I give them points for that. I think we could use a little bit more of that, and if you can't fucking draw a big goddamn glowing line between what you do for your OnlyFans and for your podcasts and for your YouTube channels, it's this cancel culture horseshit. If you're delivering your job the way your job needs to be delivered, then that's fine. As long as you're not fucking breaking the law on the side, you should be allowed to do what you want to do as a human being, with very few exceptions.
right.
I mean, I feel like there's certain situations, like, I don't want my cops cockfighting,
Like with
but
birds
that's against the
or
law, so.
fucking.
With birds, yeah. Not like dick lightsaber fucking, you can dick lightsaber fight all you want. Like,
It's just a weird place to go with that.
matter of fact, if you guys
Right?
if you guys were here, we'd be doing that right now. So
That's how we got COVID.
I
See,
miss people.
It's a bit cold for that.
They were they're like, well, did you do the podcast with your mask on? I'm like, no. But I was sitting almost 6 feet away.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
weren't in each other's lap or anything. It's funny because Murphy was like, "Did you have your mask on?" And I was like, "Yes." And she goes, "Well, how did you get COVID?" And I was like, "I was in a room with a bunch of people, and the guy who was running the meeting was like, yeah, if you don't want to wear your mask, you don't have to wear your mask." And so nobody wore their fucking mask, and I was locked in a room with them for 8 hours.
Yeah.
So,
It can only do so much.
right. That's,
But again, that's a 2020 problem. We beat it. It's
Yeah.
done.
yeah,
Wipe the slate clean.
done. Yeah, slate the wipe clean. Here at the close of the show, we want to say thank you to anyone who stayed with us this long. Most importantly, we want to say thank you to all of those who have been listening to us lately and been supporting us on Patreon or been joining us on Facebook. A couple of things you can do to really help out the show. One, if you want to be turbo helpful, you can go over to patreon.com/BSHMbeer. There, for as little as $4 a month, you can join the fight, help us continue the show. Most importantly, you can help me keep a roof over my head, but that's a long and detailed begging story that I don't really want to get into at this point in time. If you want to be helpful, but not extra helpful, you can give us a 5-star review anywhere, especially iTunes, but anywhere. Now, we're not going to tell you to give us a 5-star review if you don't think you can fucking stomach that. However, if you can't give us a 5-star review, we're going to ask you not to touch your keyboard at all and just go somewhere else and do somebody else. But if you think you can give
Did
us
you hear
5-star
any of
review,
that?
please do that.
He like faded out real bad.
Oh, I
He was
I
getting
was
too
just talking real
long-winded.
quiet, and I could give us a
Your
5-star
internet can't
review.
handle sentences like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get me a better internet connection. That's ultimately.
You'll have to move to do that.
Go fucking. Anyway, do you have anything else to say? No? Cool. All that and more. No, that's not the right one. If you have anything to say, consider saying it to us.